Good morning. Today we're talking all things Panto, and I am with Sheila Ferguson and Bobby Davro.
Hello.
Hello. So we're going to have a chat about the actual Panto, careers, and see where it takes us. Okay? So, what do you love about Panto?
Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley, Sheila.
We have this running thing. Don't call me Shirley, Sheila.
Well, he used to call me Sarah, so you know,
Okay. So
we're coming up. We're coming up.
We're actually getting it.
I like seeing the magic on the faces of the kids
Yeah.
as they see theater for the first time.
Yeah.
And they actually don't have phones in your face, so you can actually see their faces.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's the magic. I love the magic of it.
And you love the interaction, and then the audience feeds off. Yeah, you feed off them, surely.
Well, most people.
Don't call her Shirley.
Sarah, Sheila. But no, but the parts I play, either the Wicked Queen or the Fairy, I'm always in my own world, so I don't have a lot of scenes with a lot of people.
Okay.
So I don't get to interact and have as much fun as they do, but I do with the kids and the audience.
Oh, that's
So
good.
that's where my buzz comes from.
Yeah, it's
Not you, Sarah.
Bobby, how about you?
The thing I love about pantomime is that I can go out there and see youngsters, like Sheila said, if I get the names right there. I see the youngsters with their siblings, you know, the teenagers, the
Yeah.
mums and dads, and the grannies and grandpas, as a family, having a great night out, or
Yeah.
a great afternoon out at the pantomime. It's about music, it's about laughter, it's about love, it's a little bit of sadness in it, there's pathos, which is very, very important in a pantomime, but there's also this wonderful camaraderie that comes with entertaining families, and that's what I'm so proud of, to be able to entertain the whole generations, every
That's
generation.
true. That's very true.
And it brings in a new audience, doesn't it?
Yes, it
Because
does.
it can stay with people.
Yeah,
for
get
Sometimes
those
for the youngsters.
screaming babies out there, right in the middle of one of my big ballads.
Just watch out for that, guys.
No. I mean, no, the problem is it cracks me up. And in the middle of song, I start bursting into laughter. You know.
It's the thing that the audience participation bit is I get a chance to break the fourth wall, as they call it,
Yeah.
so I can actually communicate with the audience more, probably being the comedian in the show,
Yeah.
than some of the other,
Exactly.
the other characters. And that's the thing I love. If I couldn't do that, or I was just a person that wasn't allowed to go into the audience, I wouldn't be able to get to what I want out of a pantomime. So that's the wonderful thing about this show.
And I get the buzz from the people that I used to feel in the 70s when I would go on stage. There's this pulse when the band's warming up that you would
Yeah.
feel before, when they're in anticipation of seeing you come out on stage. That feeling has gone because of the technology
Yeah.
and telephones and cameras and things. And so I get that buzz from Panto that I don't get from live performances anymore.
Interesting. Okay. So talking of that, I put on Facebook, as you know, guys, that I was going to be talking.
You're the one! Oh my God! Okay, I put you everywhere.
Yes, you did. Yeah. So, and you will have seen I did get some questions as well. One of the questions was, when are you going to be putting out some new music? Is what we want to hear.
When I get some time. It says that Bobby and I were talking that there's this demand for us to do TV shows at our age now, which is a great thing for older people, but it keeps us very, very busy.
Yeah.
So going into a studio to record now is almost an unheard of thing anymore.
Yeah.
It's still important because
Well, it's still important, and also, but people want to hear the old songs.
Yeah.
they don't want new stuff. They want to somebody to
all
sing
the
it out
covers
for.
and stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. So, okay. So.
But with me, it's more about doing contemporary stuff now.
Yeah.
It's funny. I don't want to be seen as a guy from the 80s that's still doing Frank Spencer and Tom Petty, but I want to be doing Michael McIntyre and people like that, you know.
And that's what I was going to be like. The people like that seamless. That was seamless. Thank you, Bobby.
Yeah, don't mention it, Margaret.
I was actually going to ask.
really enjoying this. So I still do all the modern impressions. It's just people tend to think because I've been around since the 80s, that's what I did, and I no longer do impressions, but of course I do. So you'll be seeing quite a few within this production.
Good.
Well, I'm looking forward to that.
So, what new ones can we look forward to?
Well, you'll be getting you'll be getting the Simpsons and prepare to be dazzled and stuff like that. A bit of Church Scrolly and a bit of a bit of Paul O'Grady and a bit of Julian, of course, be slipping into my Julian.
Oh, yeah.
And Ozzy Osbourne, there's lots of different sort of characters. And of course, you got to be doing a bit of Donald Trump, you know, it's going to be fantastic.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
that's good. Yeah, that's very
So I'll do as
Yeah.
many impressions as I possibly can, cram them all in,
Yeah.
and we've got lots of magic as well, which is going to be fabulous. And this young lady here, that she is one of our most beautiful fairies. It's going to be lovely.
Aww.
Fairly Ferguson, as I call it. Fairly Ferguson.
Okay. It's better than Shirley.
So it's come direct from the London Palladium, obviously the set, and
Well, it's got the same production values,
Yeah.
but it's a completely different production because we've got completely different scripts.
Yeah.
The villain, played by Steve McFadden, he's probably the best villain in the game, you know.
Yeah.
And his King Rat is pretty menacing.
I
It's also
imagine so.
a level of, you can see it's slightly, I use the word camp, it's a bit camp because you know he doesn't really mean it, but he can still scare the kids, and that's
Yeah.
what that's about.
It's about to scare me.
And the more
Yeah.
booze he gets at the end of the show,
Yeah.
you know, because when American folk come over and they play, I worked with Henry Winkler once, and they booed him so much because he was so good,
Yeah.
he came off really upset. He said, I can't believe it, they were booing me, they didn't give me any applause, I must have done it. I said, no, that's the best thing about pantomime.
Yeah.
The more booze you get,
Yeah.
the better
That's success.
it's success.
That's how you
Yeah,
measure
that's
success.
I did
isn't
the
it?
same thing. I played the Wicked Queen only once.
Yeah.
Brilliantly, and I couldn't get the dialogue out. I wanted to say my lines, and they kept booing and yelling and screaming. And I went off in the rings, and I burst into tears. And my dresser said, "What's the matter? You were brilliant." I said, "I've never been booed in my life."
It's when you're trying to get laughs, right,
Yeah.
and cheers, and then they boo you, that's when you want to
Yeah, that's when you need to worry. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up soon, but I do need to ask 3 questions, which I always ask to everybody I interview.
Ladies first.
Uh-oh.
Maybe 3. Okay, if you could go back in time to any part of history, when would you go back to and why?
Oh, easily. I'd go back to the Victorian era because I love the clothes, the bustles, the hats, and because that was an era of clothes I like.
Ah.
Well, I would go back to the Jurassic period when there were dinosaurs on the Earth, because I'd love to have seen a dinosaur.
Right. Okay, that's great. If you could have a superpower or be a superhero, what would you have, or who would you be and why?
Actually, Wonder Woman, because that's who people think I am anyway. So if I don't work
I'd
myself
go
up
along
there-
with that.
Yeah,
you
And she had a hot outfit. Hot
Yeah.
outfit, hot outfit.
Wonder Woman would be great. You'd make a great one.
You
Yeah.
think? Okay,
Oh,
where's
yeah.
the joke? Where's the
No,
joke?
there isn't a joke.
No,
It's the
there
way you
isn't.
are. You're
Oh,
very.
okay.
Absolutely.
You know, I can
Okay.
see you there,
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think he'd want to be Wonder Woman.
I'd be like the Mimic Man or something, wouldn't I? And I could twirl around and I'd be somebody completely different. Be like Where's the Cummings when you put the funny head on,
Yes.
you know? And I could just spin round and like the Peter Fetter Brian Cox or anyone you wanted to be, really, I suppose, you know. So you could spin round and that's who I'd be.
Lovely.
Somebody.
Third,
Third is
the best.
3 dinner guests, dead or alive. Who would you invite?
Ooh.
Who would join you at that dinner table?
I know.
Oh, do you? Go
I
on
know
then.
who I'd love to meet.
Go
Well,
on.
I'd love to see, and actually, only one of them as a lifestyle. I'd love to meet David Attenborough because I love to talk about natural world. And then, of course, there's Professor Stephen Hawkins. I'll do a quick impression of him like this. Yeah. Professor Stephen Hawkins. I would like to meet him because he fascinates me about the universe.
Yeah.
And then, of course, my favourite comedian in the world was Robin Williams.
Oh.
So I'd like to meet Robin, you know.
Oh,
Brilliant.
such-
Although I did meet him once, but I never got a chance to.
Wow.
Yeah, I
You
never
know
got
what
a
Stephen
chance.
Hawkins once said? He said that the internet is the one thing that man has invented where he knows not where it's going to go.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
truth.
That man
That
was
is the
so
truth.
brilliant.
He's a genius.
Yeah.
So I would have Nelson Mandela and Maya Angelou.
And who?
Maya Angelou.
Who's
Yeah.
Oh
Maya
my
Angelou?
God, she's a poet, American novelist, actress. Wonderful, wonderful woman. Passed
Yeah.
away now, but
Yeah.
And your
she's
third one?
somebody you should know
Yeah,
about.
she's
And
great.
we will have talks.
We'll have
We will have talks.
about
Yeah,
poetry.
The third person would be.
I'm busy Wednesday, so.
I think just for I think it has to be somebody like Robert, either Redford or Paul Newman.
Oh, yeah.
One or the other from the
Well,
stage.
Robert Redford's still alive. so
I
there's
know,
still a
I know,
chance.
I know. But he's retired now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise, because you wanted to see Robert Redford.
And he's alive. Oh, wouldn't that be wonderful?
You never know in this
Oh,
business.
my God.
Never know. So, Panto, we are going to see you from the 15th of December to the 6th of January.
8th, isn't it? Is it the 8th?
6th.
You told me the 8th.
I lied.
Oh, you fibber, we've got 2 extra shows. It is the 6th.
They thought it was the
We're
5th.
telling him once the 8th, based on
They don't
Shirley's,
care.
on Shirley's information.
Well, Sarah told me the wrong thing.
Don't go by Shirley, Sheila, Shirley, Sarah.
So, you can come to the Mayflower from the 15th.
I'll be here to the 8th. They'll be here to the 6th.
It is Dick Whittington. These guys are going to be incredible in it. Saw you in the gala last night.
Oh yeah, well,
That was
wandered
a lot of
on
fun.
from, looked like something that didn't, like, I did look like a scarecrow.
That was
Where's
a lot
the
of
garbage?
fun.
Yeah.
You
You know you won the Nobel Peace Prize,
don't you?
Where's the garbage?
Yes, he was,
Never.
he was outstanding in his field.
And that's the level of
very
jokes that you're going to have
good.
in this pantomime.
That's what you can expect, and that's what you can enjoy. So do come and see us. We want to see you here. We want to feel this.
Oh, yes, we
glorious
do.
place.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
we
yes,
do.
we do. And take care and see you soon at the Mayflower.
Goodbye, goodbye.